Hi Scorpio, welcome back to Star Lotus Tarot. I'm going to be doing your tarot forecast from the 24th of September through to the 30th. And I went ahead and shuffled the cards and laid them all out. Let's see what kind of energies are around for the Scorps. First of all, we have the King of Cups reversed, followed next by the Four of Cups in the reverse position. And next we have Major Arcana, the Hanged Man, upright. And next we have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright position. And lastly we have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and interpret this read for you guys. First of all, we have the energies of the King of Cups in the reverse position. Well, it is a court card, so it could be representing someone of the water signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. When the King of Cups, or it could just be representing your own energy, Scorpio, because, I mean, it is cup energy. King of Cups can represent Scorpio. When the King of Cups is in the upright position, this is a person who has mastered his emotions. He's at the top of his game, and he's got his emotions in check. However, when the King of Cups is in the reverse position, this could mean that emotions are kind of erratic and getting a little bit out of control. This can represent a person having trouble dealing with extreme emotions. Now, it is a general read, so it's not going to resonate for all of you. But it could just be that this week, maybe you're dealing with another water sign, sun, moon, or rising. And it can be male or female because the cards are not gender specific. So it could be perhaps for some of you Scorpios, you're dealing with someone whose emotions are a little bit out of control. Or it could be that perhaps you're dealing with someone who's making your emotions out of control, just sort of erratic. The King of Cups in the reverse position, he's not necessarily like angry or anything like that. It just indicates basically that his emotions are kind of turned topsy-turvy, they're turned upside down. Could be that his emotions are being tested for some reason. So it could be for some of you guys, maybe you're just feeling extremely emotional in this respect. And could be to even maybe a little bit cranky, because sometimes when water signs emotions get out of control, it can cause them to become like weepy and cranky and so forth. So maybe for some reason this week of the 24th to the 30th, maybe some of you guys, your emotions are just a little bit out of whack for various reasons. Like I said, it's just a general read. Now you're coming into the week of the 24th with the energies of the Four of Cups in the reverse position. I prefer to see this cup in the reverse, or this card in the reverse position, as opposed to upright, because when it's in the upright position, this indicates somebody who's emotionally apathetic and is just sort of feeling dull on the emotional level. But it is in the reverse position, so this indicates coming out of that feeling of emotional apathy, which definitely makes sense, because, I mean, the King of Cups in the reverse position is anything but emotionally apathetic. This is someone who's coming out, maybe for a long time the emotions were sort of suppressed or held deep down, and now the emotions are coming back to the surface very clearly, so with the King of Cups energy being there. So for some of you, maybe all of a sudden you've opened up on an emotional level, and you've opened up the floodgates, and now your emotions are all over the place. It could be for some of you. Okay, now moving on, the only major arcana you have in the read is the Hangman in the upright position. This is a need to sort of look at things from a different perspective. The Hangman is not struggling. He's not uncomfortable in any way. He's just sort of looking at the world from a different perspective, or perhaps it could be on the emotional level, because that's what seems to be prominent right now in the read, is the emotional level. It's maybe a need to look at things that are maybe upsetting you or making you cranky, or perhaps just causing your emotions to go out of whack. Maybe you just need to take a time out and look at things from a different perspective. Maybe really look at and try to figure out why your emotions have all of a sudden gone array. You know, because coming out of the energies of the Four of Cups, at one time it was probably upright and there was some emotional apathy there, but the emotions are coming into play, and it looks like heavy duty for some of you Scorpios right now. And if that's the case, there's just a need to maybe put things in perspective, in proper perspective, and then that way you can turn these energies upright and get back into your emotional balance. It looks like it's just temporary energy, though, because when we're moving on to the weekend of the 29th, 30th, the energy switch to Pentacles, which these are about tangible things in our lives. The Ten of Pentacles in the upright position is a wonderful energy. This card speaks of financial affluence and combining resources. Sometimes it's like, say, because it's Pentacles, so it's dealing with the tangible things such as home, work, finances, things like that. And the Ten of Pentacles can sometimes indicate an inheritance, say a family inheritance, or coming into extra money that is much needed. And sometimes it's we become more financially affluent when we combine our finances or our material things with others. Say in the case of maybe you're moving in with someone and they have finances to bring to the situation, and you'll be combining incomes, so that could bring you to the Ten of Pentacles energy. Also, it could be representing maybe a raise in pay for some of you. For others of you, maybe you have just found out that your home is worth more than you thought it was. It's really good energy for the on the financial front and security front. Very good. And then you end off the read, the week, and the month with the energies of the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position. Another good card of potential financial gain. Could be an offer from the universe, so to speak, where you perhaps, say, for example, you find out that your home is worth more than you expected and you decide to sell it. It could be that you find another home that is actually could be potentially financially bring a financial gain to you going forward. So maybe you find a perfect home, you sell that home, and then you find a perfect home that, although it's in the beginning stages because you just moved in and you may have to make improvements on said property and so forth, but eventually you will make money. The aces represent new beginnings in finances, so for some of you it'll play out in that respect. For others of you, could be playing out where you get offered a job or offered an opportunity that could down the line bring more finances and more stability to your life. So this is really good energies to leave off the week, the month, and the read with. Just watch your emotional self here, Scorpio. It just seems like something may be throwing your emotions out of whack. But like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a bad way. Maybe it's in a good way. Maybe it's you're finally releasing your emotional apathy and starting to feel again, but maybe these feelings are a little bit foreign to you, and after being shut down for so long, and so they feel a little bit out of whack. But it just seems like, yeah, you're going to take care of it by going to into sort of like a state of suspension temporarily to figure it out and to gain a new perspective, and then you come out, you know, financial, like with your focus is mainly on financial and security going towards the weekend. I hope this reading helped you, Scorpio. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Bye for now.